This game never fails to confuse me. Yeah, what's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So, I know I didn't really want to make another video talking about Vanguard too much because I kind of had that video I made a while ago where I sort of went over campaign multiplayer and zombies as a whole and what I thought about the game. And, you know, regardless of if they've added a new round base into zombies, my opinions haven't changed. It's still pretty decent. It's not great. Some of it's still extremely boring to play, and honestly, I feel like the new round base they added was a little bit shit that they added in Season 5 this season. It is a little bit dead. It literally is just one of the other zombies maps, Terra Maledicta. It's literally just the same map for that, and I'm pretty sure the one that came before it, Shino Numa, was literally just one of the Duran Fang areas that you can play on, so they didn't really go overboard this year with, like, zombies, especially to make some sort of separate map for round base. They just took components they already had. So I suppose that was kind of just last-minute decision because they noticed it was going downhill. But hey, I mean, hasn't everything kind of become last minute? Let's take a look at the entire season. This is probably the goofiest season I have seen in Call of Duty history. We're not talking about just Vanguard. We're talking the entirety of Call of Duty, right? I'm sure there's probably been some goofy things in the past they've added in Call of Duty before my time of playing this. But it's really just, this takes the cake, I think, for the wackiest. You know, you've got Raul Menendez. It's funny because I didn't know who he was, and apparently from what I've learned, he was a Black Ops 2 character in the campaign. Now, the thing that doesn't really make any sense about that to begin with is, well, apparently at the end of that campaign, Raul Menendez dies. So, Black Ops 2 is supposed to be themed in 2025. Now, of course, I mean, you could take it this way. I mean, Vanguard's supposed to be World War II, or at least after World War II, the ending of World War II. But hell, I don't even know what time it's set in at this point. I mean, when you literally look at the bios of the people they add into this game, it talks about the date that they were born, and it's well after World War II. Like, I just don't have a clue what the timeline is here. It's completely muddled up and completely goofy as shit. I don't even know where to begin. But let's go off the presumption that everything they're adding in now is after World War II, and it's not a part of the World War II storyline. It's now going, I don't know, into fucking Cold War eras or some shit. Let's presume that because this is not 2025 when Black Ops 2 was set, which is kind of crazy actually to think about, that's in 3 years. And everything they try to put in Black Ops 2 as futuristic just doesn't meet today's date. That's pretty funny. But, yeah, let's presume this was before you died in 2025, or whenever the timeline was set in Black Ops 2. My bad, I'm no professional with Black Ops 2, I'm no OG. But let's presume, because he hasn't died yet, that this is like him, like, what? After he was born, like he was in this game. I mean, hell, it doesn't make sense to begin with. I don't even know what time we're in, because the bio for Raul says in Vanguard he was born in like 1965, I think, or some shit. No, 1963. If it was 1963, then how fucking old is he in the game now? Raul in Vanguard looks at least 50. And if he was born in 1963, this must be in like 2010 that we're in Vanguard. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense at all. It's almost as if we're about to witness Raul die all over again in the wrong fucking timeline. I don't have a clue what's going on. This shit is so goofy. So not only do we have Raul Menendez in here, who sounds like a cracked up redneck mixed with a hillbilly at this point. I don't even fucking know. We've also got laser guns. That was funny. I think when that came in, I was kind of just baffled at what I was looking at. I was like, yeah, like, cool, I like laser guns, but, like, what? Like, are they even trying anymore? Like, what is this shit? We've had Snoop Dogg, we've had anime waifu bundles with tracer bullets. I think we've also, yeah, we've had Terminator in this game, and now we have Raul Menendez. We have a fucking laser prototype energy gun. Yeah. And we have a one-shot revolver that's a knife. Now, that's not the least of it, but I thought that was pretty goofy because it's so overpowered right now. You can literally get one-shots on everyone with it. But it just goes to show, I really don't know if they've lost interest in this game, if they are just now doing fan service now for the sake of earning whatever bucks they can scrape up. But it seems like that's the route they're taking with this game, and it's quite sad because what turned out at the start to be like a great World War II game, they were trying to say it was going to be innovative, it's going to be game-changing. They were doing all this shit in like the trailer for this game. They were pretty much trying to hype this game up, the developers, saying that it's a whole new immersion of World War II compared to what was in COD World War II from 2017.
It is truly the most immersive Call of Duty experience I've ever played.
Cap.
And all that has happened since release is it has become more and more of a joke. They've added more shit in that makes no sense. They've screwed up dates of birth, literally on characters. I've witnessed this myself. I think I made a video like well back when Vanguard came out, where I pretty much showed that one of the dates didn't make any sense on the new operator Thomas, I think it was, that came out in the game, because there was Thomas and Anna, two characters that came out in like season 2 or 1 or some shit, I don't remember. And they got Thomas's date wrong because it said he fought in World War I, but he wasn't even born until after it. And then they had to change it. Like, this is just kind of showing the levels of blatant gaps in knowledge. There's some gap in knowledge here with the historical accuracy that they were going for. And I feel like whoever's making this is just completely incompetent. They've got someone there fact-checking everything for them. So they go to someone and they say, would this have existed back in World War II? And then they have them like, yep, it seems pretty good, we'll stick that in. Sometimes, because they're so retarded and they don't understand what suits World War II, they just literally make it anyway and say, fuck the fact-checkers, we're going to put it in anyway. And that's how the laser gun ended up here. I mean, honestly, that's what it feels like. I don't seem to think that anyone here is actually qualified to sort of back history or put it in a game like this. They've just messed up. They've really messed up the game. It doesn't make any sense anymore. I think Vanguard's going to go down as one of the goofiest CODs we've ever seen. Just, it's goofy as fuck with everything. From the MVP facial expressions you get off the characters and the shit not loading in properly, the wacky graphics. They look like Modern Warfare just took a shit, and then that's what they put out as a new game. And just the bombs flying everywhere, people throwing grenades and shit, and you've just got wacky characters like Snoop Dogg with anime guns running around in World War II. Oh yes, of course, and how could I forget about the Godzilla and Kong bundles and Mechagodzilla, and of course, you know, the bundle that came out for Attack on Titan. That was pretty wacky too. It's just not going to look good for future reference. Anyone who will come back to this game, if they even want to, will just think, what the fuck was this, honestly. I think COD World War II probably actually mastered World War II much better. It might have been only the Western Front, but fuck, it was a lot better than this shit. I'll say that much. It didn't have a great color scheme, didn't have field of view, it didn't have a lot of graphical improvements, but it was still, like, it was still a pretty solid World War II game, and it actually felt like I was playing COD World War II in World War II. Like, that's the only way I can explain it, and I had a lot of fun with that, and I guess that's kind of why COD in general is kind of going a bit downhill for me personally. Like, Cold War and Vanguard have both been games that I've found to be somewhat of a hassle to go on. I don't know why that is, because Modern Warfare, Black Ops 4, COD World War II, I could hop on all of those non-stop throughout the year, every single day, non-stop grinding, and I would have no problem with it. Cold War and Vanguard, I don't know whether it's the skill-based matchmaking, these terribly goofy fucking shit that they add in the game, and the other stuff they just do to direct the storyline. I don't know what it is, but it never drives me on the game. And let's not forget Seraph. What the fuck is happening there? Why is Seraph coming into this game? I'm so confused. Anyway, so there you have it. This COD World War II game apparently seems to be in like 2000 or 2010 at this point, because none of it makes any sense. Storylines all over the place. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash a like on this video. It really means a lot. Also, I do want to say real quick that I made a Q&A announcement video about 2 days ago. It's very short. It's got some very simple rules to it. But please, if you have any questions about me, anything, my life, gaming, anything, go ask it below. To make it clear, I mean ask it under that video, not this one, just to save any confusion. I will heart the comment if I want to include it, and yeah, that'll be really fun to respond to on when I hit 2K subscribers. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to answering as many questions as possible, make them creative, but yeah, just thought I'd plug that a little bit. So yeah, check out the previous video about the Q&A. But if you've watched this far, skipping any parts of the video, be sure to comment down below laser, because we have laser guns in World War II. Haha. Anyway, other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.